Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today we're going to grab some canned chickpeas, also known as garbanzo beans, as you know, one of my favorite ingredients ever, and we'll create a super delicious and healthy recipe. We're talking creamy garlic chickpeas with rice. And let me tell you, this dish is filled with layer upon layer of so many great textures and flavors. It's made with the most basic pantry staples. And the best part, it's all done in under 30 minutes, making it the perfect dish for a busy weeknight dinner or even for a relaxed weekend lunch. Either way you go, make sure to serve this next to a crunchy baguette and a bottle of Spanish white wine. More specifically from the region of La Rioja, you can have yourself the ultimate dining experience. Alright, let's just dive right into this. I'm going to add in 1 cup of long grain rice into a fine sieve, which is 190 grams, and rinse the rice under some water until it starts running clear underneath, which takes about 1 to 2 minutes. For this recipe, you can use whatever rice you like. Just make sure to check the rice package instructions, that way your liquid to rice ratios and your cooking times are right on the money. Then we'll add the rinsed rice into a saucepan, along with 1.5 cups of water, which is 360 milliliters. Once again, important to check the rice package instructions, that way your liquid to rice ratios are correct. A generous pinch of sea salt, and heat it with a high heat. Once it comes to a boil, we'll give it a gentle mix, and then place the lid on the saucepan and lower it to a low heat. While the rice is simmering, let's start making our creamy garlic chickpeas. I'm going to heat a large fry pan with a medium heat and add in 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 45 milliliters. While the oil is heating, I'm going to finely chop 1 small onion and roughly chop 6 cloves of garlic. Then we'll add in the chopped ingredients into the hot fry pan. And as you know, I like to mix this around continuously. That way the ingredients don't brown too quickly and it all evenly sautés. After 3 to 4 minutes and the onion is nice and translucent, I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, which is 16 grams. And we'll continue to mix this and go for about 1 to 2 minutes here. This is enough time to cook off the flavor in the raw flour, that way it doesn't overpower the flavors of the dish. After cooking the flour for about 2 minutes, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 2.5 grams, and half a teaspoon of ground cumin, which is 1.5 grams. And we'll give it a quick mix until it's well mixed together. As always, the Spanish paprika I'm using is from Kiva. Link where you can get some in the description box below, and if you buy it from that link, you also get 25% off your order. Then we'll add in 1 cup of milk, which is 240 milliliters. I'm using low fat here, but you can also use full fat, non-fat, or even a plant-based milk. And we'll also add in 1 cup of vegetable broth, which once again is 240 milliliters. You can also use chicken broth here, or even beef broth if you like. Either way, link on how to make my homemade veggie broth in the description box below. And we'll continue to gently mix this and go for a few minutes. After 3 to 4 minutes, and we've ended up with a slightly creamy sauce, it's time to add in the chickpeas. I'm going to drain 2 cans of chickpeas into a colander and rinse the chickpeas under some water. The size of the cans that I'm using are 15.5 ounces, which is 440 grams each. Then we'll shake off any of the excess water and add the chickpeas into the pan with the cream sauce. Then we'll squeeze in 2 teaspoons of fresh lemon juice, which is 10 milliliters, and season everything with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And we'll give it 1 final mix until everything's well mixed together, and then lower the fire to a low heat. While our creamy garlic chickpeas are simmering, let's move back to the rice. After about 15 minutes, and all the water's been absorbed by the rice and it's just cooked through, once again important to check the package instructions in the rice that you're using, this rice is ready to go. I'm going to remove the pan from the heat, and we're going to leave our rice to sit there with the lid on just for a few minutes. You know, by trapping that steam in there, it's going to ensure that each grain of rice is perfectly cooked through. After 2 to 3 minutes, we'll remove the lid, and using a fork, we'll gently fluff the rice. This is to help separate the grains. For the final step, let's start assembling our dish. I'm going to add in some of the rice into a shallow bowl. And then we'll grab our simmering creamy garlic chickpeas and add some next to the rice. And garnish with fresh parsley. Check it out, our creamy garlic chickpeas with rice is done. Easy to make, beautiful presentation, and all done in under 30 minutes. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Seriously folks, hard to believe we grabbed some canned chickpeas and a couple other basic ingredients and we got something that looks this delicious. Can't wait to try it. Here we go. Food for the soul. It's absolutely delicious. Those creamy chickpeas have such a great flavor and texture to them between the paprika and the cumin and all that garlic taking them to the next level. And of course that rice rounds it up for the perfect balance of goodness. Easy to make, heart healthy ingredients. Give it a try at home. Once again, next to a crunchy baguette and a bottle of Spanish wine, a white one from the region of Rioja, and have yourself the best moment of your day. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Holly Parker, Rogelio Jr. Rivera, Elaine Engros, and Kelly Larang. And guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.